I think that we're friends first. I think that there's a mutual admiration there. And because we're friends first, we never let business get in the way of things. And you support each other through crises or, you know, if there's a celebration.
You've sold more than 100 million albums, performed in more than 2,000 concerts, 50 different countries. 20 years, you're still going. What keeps you going?
I don't know. I know why I do it. First of all, I still do enjoy it, but the process that I enjoy is writing the song. When you write a song, you want to record it, and if it turns out well as a recording, then you want to share it with people. So that's ultimately what takes these old bones back out on the road again.
One thing that has changed, of course, is the music industry itself. There's a huge focus on downloading music. You even have young musicians performing via the internet. You haven't really embraced that side of things, and some people would say you haven't moved with the times.
I don't know that I'm the biggest fan of it. In this downloadable era of press a 99-cent button, it takes the life out of when I used to go to a record store to buy an album by somebody, you know, and you had to wait your whole week's allowance for that one record and make that decision, and you'd study the art, use your imagination, read the lyrics and all the credits. My kids love music. They press a button and buy the one single. They have no desire to go to the record store. That I'm not too crazy about. I've had this argument with the record executives over the last few years that it's all about commerce, and that's bothersome to me. Now, on the good side, and what I've seen in the last 5 years, and I really am a firm believer in, is though the record companies are consolidating, and the avenues for a young kid to come up like I did 25 years ago, it's changed dramatically. So, for instance, if he can get his music out on a myspace.com and be found that way, that could be the savior.
You yourself, you're known as a family man, you're a doting father. Not really a very sort of rock and roll image. So how do you keep your appeal fresh for a young audience, for a young, hip, trendy audience?
Well, you know, I wouldn't fall into the cliches of, you know, coming in here and playing the drunken lout, you know? But the cliches of rock stardom, trust me, I lived them. You know, and there's nothing, if you're going to be the poster boy for a good marriage, I can live with that. That's okay.
There are the inevitable comparisons with the Rolling Stones just because of how long you've been performing. Are you going to be rocking when you're in your 60s?
The Rolling Stones are our heroes. They're our role models for having written great songs and being great performers. But for me personally, I don't envision, and you should never say never, especially on CNN, that I would be out there doing these stadium tours at 62, 63 years old. But maybe that's just because I envision myself doing other things too, making more movies, becoming socially active, staying at home with my kids. But I don't know that I could see myself out there at 62 still living on a prayer. So come and see it while you can.